This is Justin Matthew Linderman in Mundelein, Illinois, on behalf of Jerremy Alexander Newsome, who is live from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. This is your motivational, sensational, inspirational, educational, keenly awaited, highly anticipated edition of the Real Life Stock Review for Friday, April 21st, 2017, reminding you to love life, live life, and trade it. How's everyone doing today?
Well, Linderman, thank you so much for that introduction. I appreciate it. Folks, that is in the flesh, the one, the only Justin, the legend, Linderman, one of the best weekly option traders I know. And thanks for the intro, man. You totally rock. April is here, ladies and gentlemen, which is do something new, surprise yourself month, do something never done before. So for a little bit of an update, myself and Ashley have been on a little bit of a diet, giving up carbs and sugars, which, people do all the time, but trying to make it a lifestyle rather than a diet, something I'm going to kind of stick to. So May, Health and Wellness Month coming up, and we're going to continue to eat right and to work out right, to try to look like Jesse Levan. More on that later. But I will say, one of the things in April that I've never done before, here's a picture of me holding some currency that is almost 250 years old. So I decided to get some Revolutionary War currency. I've never done that before, so pretty exciting stuff. So that's something I surprised myself with this month. What about you? Feel free to tell me what you have done this month. I'd love to know your exciting stories, your tales, your descriptions of adventures for the month of April. Markets, talking about them really quick. Not a lot is going on right now. So looking at SPY, talked a little bit about this one yesterday in the afternoon trading room that, hey, big, nice one white soldier candle. If we pulled back, could be a good opportunity to buy the dip with some calls expiring next week. Dean's put sale expired worthless. Dave's bull put spread expired worthless. And we're also in the 228, 227 bull put spread for May. That's the SPY. Here's the Qs. Nothing really to talk about on that one. Inside day candle. IWM, nothing really to talk about. Inside day candle. The Dow Jones. Nothing really to talk about inside day candle. So again, the 100's coming up. A little bit of a bullish candle for sure yesterday. Today's inside day candle. It's resting. I still think we just continue to chop around and do a whole lot of nothing for the next few weeks. Here is another really cool announcement, something I've never done before. I've never had a YouTube channel that has had over 7,000 subscribers. Yay! So we hit a big goal for the month of April. So I want to say, for everyone who subscribes to the channel, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate your support. Our mission at Real Life Trading is to enrich lives, and it means the world to me to be able to reach over 7,000 subscribers. So thank you, folks. Next is going to be 8,000, and then over 9,000 will be, that's for my computer nerds out there. Anyway, so 7,000 was a big mark for sure. Another thing, another accomplishment that I've never done before. All right, let's talk other stocks. I had Mila include or ask for or request some stocks. Let's go look at AMAT. So AMAT was a very interesting gap just recently. So let me get this pulled up here on TradingView. It's going a little slow right now. So Mila, this is AMAT, Applied Materials, and had a really, really nice retest gap just a few days ago. So really what a retest gap simply means is wait or expect a pullback, right? So instead of buying a breakout, which would kind of be today, right? So you'll notice today and really yesterday, we broke out into new all-time highs. So instead of buying into that area, you'd be looking for a retest or a pullback, right? So you'd say to yourself, all right, this is a retest, get back trend. So I would expect something like this to occur, which simply means at that point in time, you find either a price or a moving average or a support and resistance that you want to buy off of, and then simply set up your trade to look something like this. This is what I do very often. So you just do a limit buy, something like right about here. And again, this would be a buy as and if the stock pulls back, and then place a stop right about here. So it looks something like this on AMAT. And this price that I'm using is really just the old resistance, new support, right? So if we do something like this, boop, we bounce, stops down there, and then we can move up the stop here to lose less than an R. That's always my goal, right? Every trade I want to get into, I want to be able to lose less than R and hopefully make more than 2. So that's AMAT. Another big popular one by request is IBM, and here is International Business Machines. This was a retest gap, which is a black candle gapping down, and they have 3 candles kind of back to back, which are just kind of chilling, right? So a retest gap, meaning this is a retest, If you're waiting for it to short, you're waiting for some type of movement like this. I can guarantee you, in fact, we'll do it right now. If you go into an hourly time frame, you'll see that exact pattern. Here's the hourly time frame. And look at there, ladies and gentlemen. Right, there is the retest. So it traded down, traded up, traded down, traded up. So if you shorted somewhere into that 10 exponential moving average, right, you're at least in the right direction. And is that trade going to work? Who knows? But at this particular point in time, if you're looking at playing IBM, right, the perspective I have is if we break lower than this, probably, right, look to short the retest, since it is a retest gap, and then maybe trade down to 152. I was looking at 152 for a bull put spread, potentially for May, but there was really just no premium down there at all. So I was just going to keep my eyes on IBM for some type of bull put spread potentially at some point. Big news is we did close below the 100 simple so far. We have 4 weeks left, 4 weeks, 5 days left next week to close below the 100 simple on a monthly chart on IBM. But really at this particular point in time, I'm just a little more bearish on it. Not massively, right? Expecting a little bit of a trade lower and then eventually some type of bounce on ticker symbol IBM. Thomas requested a few as well, DNOW. This was a really fun swing trade that we had not too long ago, which was profitable. And at this particular point in time, earnings is right around the corner. So earnings around the corner on DNOW. We had a really good trade on this one with a retest of this double bottom neckline right there. That thing worked out well. So now it's a bigger pullback on DNW with the earnings right around the corner. I'm not going to personally take this trade, but if you're looking at trading it bullish, I'd get in. Realistically, this candle doesn't look too bad. You know, I'd want to close above here. And the reason I'd want to close is because you got a lot of bearish volume yesterday. So you want some kind of proof that DNOW is actually going to bounce down here. But again, with earnings right around the corner, that's something you would want to be in and out of pretty quickly. Here's ticker symbol PAC. And this was on another request. PAC, here's your weekly chart on this one. And pretty much all we're looking at is just a stock that's kind of trading into some resistance levels. So a big distribution phase, great bounce off the 200 simple down here. So here's your daily time frame and nice looking candle right now on the daily. The trend is bullish, but realistically we're just coming up into some resistance. And the big question is, what is going to be the resistance price that this thing will respect? My guess, 105. But as it trades higher, just look to lock in some profit, Thomas. If you're in PAC bullish, looks good, my friend. Tractor Supply, the other one that was requested, ticker symbol TSCO. Tractor Supply did have a weekly options newsletter set up on this trade, and we just simply did not trigger. So we want to trigger on that day. It would have been a profitable trade, but just didn't trigger. No big deal. So at this point, earnings also coming up on Tractor Supply. You guys remember a beautiful bearish gap down. And this is what I'm going to say on Tractor Supply with earnings coming up right around the corner. I'm watching for one of two things. If Tractor Supply gaps above that blue line, it's going to be a really strong indication to go bullish, actually, because again, all the bears who are right here will then be trapped, and then the bulls will be out to play. But if Tractor Supply has a weak earnings or looks like it's going to be gapping down, I've been looking at potentially trading it bearish as it could roll over into that level on earnings. Marcus requesting ticker symbol PSI, and PSI, the Dynamic Semiconductors portfolio. Here is the weekly chart, and what you'll see on this one is it is just tearing up the charts. It is running like the wind. Run like the wind. So my good friend Bobby, who watches all of my stock reviews, wanted to see me do some fibs. So really at this particular point in time, Marcus, we're looking at PSI, trying to figure out where it's going to trade to. Because really, I mean, it's very extended, right? Absolutely crushing it. But this is not a buy low, sell high type of setup, right? At this point, you're looking at a sell high, maybe buy low if it can roll over. Ultimate target could be 44.83, so that's one particular wave. Another wave that we could draw would look something like this maybe, but even that didn't really retrace that far. This one, yeah, most of the waves that I'm drawing, it seems, give me 1 second, let's bring these two over here. Boom, boom, that's a pretty good one. That one kind of traded to a target. Anyway, PSI, the trend is bullish, no question. And the challenge is just where to buy because you're at an all-time high right now. So I personally would not be buying here. If it rolls back over, I'd love to buy the dip down there. And of course, if it breaks out, right, don't buy high hoping it goes higher. look for it to retest all-time highs, and then buy the dip on those all-time highs. Let's go look at a few others really quickly. Here's American Express. American Express, beautiful bullish gap on Thursday. Did you only get a chance to trade this one? We were watching this one all day in the trading room, and a few traders got the opportunity to check out this analysis. This was the pre-earnings analysis, simply saying, hey, if American Express gaps into one of these locations, it should run like the wind. And you'll notice it pretty much opened right in this green box. It's like 2 or 3 pennies away, and just ran. That was a beautiful, beautiful gap. Why was it such a good gap? Well, if we're looking at the daily chart, you'll notice Wednesday actually was a nice bearish candle, as was Tuesday, right? So you had a lot of bearish candles, a lot of people going short, some people probably hopping in with this double top looking thing, and they thought that this thing was just going to miss earnings, but nope, gapped up, gap and go, they got trapped, and a lot of people made some money on American Express. On the bullish side, congratulations. Hawaiian Airlines, ticker symbol HA, well, huge move on Hawaiian Airlines, and this was a bullish retest gap, of course, and we watched this one all morning. I did not get a chance to trade Hawaiian Airlines, unfortunately, today. It was a very, very easy fade, though, if you did get a chance to trade it. And again, a fade is when you're playing in the opposite direction of the gap. So in the first few minutes of the day, it just ran hugely strong, and then here's your support, here's your lower highs, right? And it just broke down and filled the gap. So you would expect it to retest anyway. So all of this move is that retest coming in. So if you're playing it bearish, congratulations. Again, I missed that one. That was during my lunchtime when I actually snagged some food. But I did make some good trades today. It was 50-50 today, as normal. Lost on ticker symbol SLB. So SLB, lost on SLB on the 5-minute charts. Got in here with the stop right there and exit right there for about 0.7 R of a loss. And then we traded thanks to Stephen King and Zane Whitner for their awesome analysis. Ticker symbol MANH, we snagged for 2 Rs. So here's how we played MANH. You got this support right here. When that support broke down, we shorted the retest and we exited right there for 2 Rs. Our stop was right there. So that was pretty much it. 1 for 2, 50%, lose less money than you make and you'll be profitable. That's just math, folks. So that is it. So awesome trade, well done. Next on the list, we have 2 others that I have a requested price line. Just want to give a buddy a shout out. Brian Bodie, congratulations on your Iron Condor expiration on price line. Well done. And Shopify, ticker symbol SHOP. Shopify, a few traders cooling Shopify. Beautiful breakout, huge move. Kenny, congratulations on your put sale. Matt, wonderful job, buddy. Excellent. Well done. Robert Meek, good job making some money on Shopify also. Team, I'm pumped. The markets are being fun. I'm excited about it. Thanks so much for tuning in to your Friday Real Life Stock Review. Lindemann, thanks again for the intro. Still, though, 3 days left next week where you can get in your intro, either a video or voice recording, or you can even submit to me what you want me to read, and I can do it that way for you as well. Thanks for tuning in. You guys rock. Thank you for helping us enrich lives. And until next time, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday. Bye.